What is Jesus teaching me in the Follow Me series, and what is my plan to live it out?
I am the vine, you are the branches in him. He will bear great fruit, and apart from him, you are nothing.
In my work life, I travel a lot. So just this last week, I've had 3 opportunities where clearly that little voice inside my head has said to me, here's a chance to share what I'm learning in the Follow Me series. So I'm living it out in a restaurant this week with 2 other gentlemen. We had dinner and we had a chance to share our faith with the waitress.
I learned that God's plan for my life and His will is something that I need to follow. And God has given me the opportunity to follow Him literally every single day.
God has used Follow Me to restore my hope and to provide power through His Spirit to shake the idea that we can't be vital in His kingdom, building disciples, being involved in evangelism, being involved in seeing individuals grow in their walk with Christ.
It says, "Follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of men." Immediately they dropped their nets and followed Him.
I'm living to tell other people about Jesus and to make Him Lord of my life.
But I realized that God was calling me through this study to, how are you praying for your children? And so I went in and they were already asleep and I was ready to go to bed, but I knelt down next to their bed and I just felt like, God, allow me to speak to you in a different way than when I've sat in my chair or when I've thought about them during the day.
I've been encouraged to try to get up a half hour early. And these are kind of things that we think about, talk about a lot, but sometimes years can go by and you never actually apply them.
God may have something totally different in His plan than what I think, but the important thing is that I stay close enough to Him to know what that is.
We can't be stationary in our commitment to Jesus. We need to actively pursue Him in a relationship with Him.
And so as we struggle day to day to become more Christ-like, it's these passages and these pieces that kind of give us that kick in the behind, that to gear up, to go out and to not be afraid.
Follow Me has been used in a huge way by God to rock my complacency, take me off of autopilot, and convict me.
The more I follow Him and the less I follow me, the more I start to realize I am totally within His plan. And if Satan throws us a curveball, all as I look and say, well, God's got a plan for this, we just have to be willing to follow it.
I'm learning that there is a cost for following Jesus, and I've got to set my life aside in order to follow Jesus, to make Him Lord of my life.
But once I decided to accept the Lord into my life and into my heart and to follow the Spirit that's directing me, that's when it became easy.
I think that's the key, to be able to hear the Lord and to know His will and to follow through with His will.
It's not about me just checking off a bunch of boxes. Rather, it's me yielding to the Holy Spirit and allowing Him to use me as a vessel for His glory and His eternal kingdom. And I'm so excited Jesus chose me.
He's reached into my life and chose me to be His disciple here on earth. And I always thought it was the other way around, that I had chose Him and I was going to follow Him and be a good and strong believer.
I believe I live out the idea of follow me by staying close to the Lord, reading His Word, staying close to believers, and then what He wants me to do will become more evident each day.
It's what has God called me to, and where am I following Christ?
It means allowing God's Spirit to lead you. Just accepting Christ's Spirit in you, it just gives you so much peace and joy. And that eliminates the conflict. That eliminates the difficulty. allowing God to dwell inside of you, that's what it means for me.